damn phones. Babylons can't crack the code.
Welcome to B-MoneyTrading. So this is where we're at today. I ended up selling the cactus, the WHD. I ended up making a small profit. It wasn't much, like a little over $1 something. And if you want, I'll go ahead and pull it up for you so you can see the history. And so we can see I sold 2 shares at $37.40. My average cost was $36.60. So it wasn't much that I made off of it. I went ahead and just sold it. It was moving slow, and it kept bouncing to where I was in profit, and then I was down. And the chart doesn't look too bad today. And we can see that it's still having this uptrend. It broke above this price point, and now it's come back down and hit it as support. And so, as you can see right now, if I was to hold it, I'd be at 10 cents right now. And that's it. So I decided to go ahead and sell it and take what little profit that I did make on it, and invest it into CGC. And so after selling that, I had like around $75 of buying power, and so I decided to add $15 to my account. Excuse me. And so I added 15, and I bought 2 shares of CGC. And pull that up really quick. So we got CGC, and you know, after I bought it, it held for a little bit, and now it's tanking. I'm down about $10 on it. My average is 43.51. It's making up a little over 15% of my portfolio. This is one of the longer term trades, so I don't mind so much it making up a little over 10%. But this Friday when I get paid, I'll add anywhere from 100 to 200 to my account and look on adding other positions, or maybe taking profit on one and finding a new position to take, new opportunity. And with that said, it should bring my portfolio down, because my overall account will go up for what it's valued. And so we can see that open. You know, it took off, and really it took off. I mean, the market is up, but it took off really because of the options. It had like TQQ option up like $33. And so more than likely I'm going to take a loss on these options, and that's all right. But I'm ready for them to go ahead and fall off, as dumb as it sounds. I'm ready for them to fall off so it'll stop affecting my account each morning and showing a big spike. Now this right here is legit. You know, I was up at one point about 3% for the day, which, I mean, is good. It's not, I mean, it's really, you know, how do I end the day, how the day ends, and how did I start, you know, start to finish, not really what happened in between. Now, you know, having it diversified, you know, it should help keep from big fluctuations as far as my gains or losses. You can see that the Apple trade that I bought in, it's already starting to pay off. It paid off the loss that I took on USO, and now it's, you know, just continuing to go up into profit. And so that trade's working out how so far how I'd expected it to work. So keep holding on to that. You know, as this account gets bigger, I would like to be able to buy stocks that are up around that price, to where I can hold, you know, a few shares that are really good quality stocks that I'm getting for a low cost. TQQ has had a good turnaround, and I thought I'd add on to this position today once I sold the cactus stock, the WHD, but it's already making up 25% of my portfolio. So I decided I was going to hold off and not add on to that position yet, even though there's still a lot of value to be gained into the stock. It's still, I think, undervalued. And so you can see I'm up $30, almost $30, 7% on this trade. And so I'll pull up the chart on some of these just so you can get an idea of what I'm looking at and why I decided to take them. And then the IBM, I'm not up much on it, but it is finally starting to turn. And I'm up a little over 0.5%. And a lot of people that are watching this are probably thinking, well, man, that's only $1.45 or whatever. But you also have to understand that I'm not losing money, and that's the whole deal behind growing a small account consistently, is just taking these small wins and big wins. Overall, I took a $5 loss on a little over $5 on USO, and I've already made that back at within a day or two, and so that's now I'm moving up in profit. And so that's the whole point behind it, is that I might be taking like small gains, but they add up over the course of a week or 2 weeks or a month. Yesterday I was up I want to say it was around $30 that ended the day up, and the market has a mind of its own, but the probability is that I'll end up having another green day, and that's what we're looking for, is consistently green days. So as you can see, I'm up another over $30 as of right now. We'll see how it holds up. The low point so far for the day was 25 that I was up 1.5, but hopefully I can still end the day up above 2% gain. I came close yesterday. I was shy just barely of hitting that 2% goal for the day. IQ, I thought about selling it earlier. I'm a little disappointed. I was looking at I too, but I need to pull up the actual charts. I'm only up. See, I'm just barely up on this trade, and it's Chinese stock, and that's what makes it so tough. Is I believe it's undervalued. Now we know earlier in the year it had this big. It was released. It actually got released the same day that Dropbox did the IPO on the New York Stock Exchange, and so a lot of people overlook it. I bought in and made some money off of it, but I didn't hold because at that time I wasn't really doing swing trading. I was more still day trading, and so I ended up making quite a bit of money off of it, and then I ended up losing it because we can see that at one point in the year the Chinese stocks just had a major sell-off, and so when it had this big sell-off, a lot of people lost money, and I happened to be one of them, quite a bit of money. And so this is one of the things that helped kind of mature me and start steering me in a different direction as far as trading, and not doing these day trades. Now if I happen to see a great opportunity, I'm not opposed to taking it and doing a day trade, but overall that's not my general style as far as after trading for the past about 3 years, that it's going through the wins, the losses, the psychology behind trading, the emotional aspect of it, that it's helped really mature me as a trader to learn how to manage risk. And a lot of people, you'll see that they might make a lot of money today, but next week, how much would they have given back? And by dumping in your whole account into one stock, you can make a lot, but the probability is it's just a matter of time before you blow up your account, because there's just not much of a strategy behind that. I'm gonna dump everything I have into this one stock, and then hope and pray that it goes up, and that I can get out with a decent amount before everyone else sells and it tanks on me, And so, like I've iterated many times before, taking these small positions, I may be down or maybe at break even, I may be down $1 or $2 as far as per share, but if I'm only holding 2 shares, that's not a whole lot of money. Now, if I'm only up a few bucks on it, that's not a whole lot of money either, but it allows me to be able to hold long enough to make that little bit of money that adds up over the course of time. And so, with that said, we'll go ahead and pull up. Now, we pull up this, and we see the SPY today. And I talked about it hitting this point, this 273 area, 274, and that it made over, it came back, and then it tested it yesterday, and then had a pullback, and now it's just, and elections being over now is a big part of why it was able to just break right on through it and come up. And so now, see a little bit of uptrend. There is going to be a pullback coming, so I'm waiting for that to come, and hopefully, it'll hold up around here and have a pullback. What's today? Wednesday, so maybe like tomorrow, and then on Friday, it'll give me an opportunity to add on to certain positions, maybe take a new position, and then make some money off of it. So we are going to look at a few different other stocks. We'll check out TQQ, since that's one of the ones I'm up quite a bit in. I'm going to keep holding. So here's TQQ. It resembles pretty close to what the SPY has done, and so we see that it's been staying in this range, and now it's testing this point again, and we'll see if it will break through it. I think it might have another little pullback before it goes on through it, but we'll see over the course of time. Happy with IBM. ACB is holding up okay. I think my average cost per share is like $7.50, $7.52, so I'm down $2.61. It was doing good this morning, now it's coming back down, just like CGC. But the overall trade, I believe, has a lot of potential. You see now that I'm up close to 2%, over 2% profit so far for the day. The week is, I'm up for the week. So like I said, it's going from whatever price I was at last Wednesday to today. And so it's showing that I'm up 9.67% for the week from today to last Wednesday, which is $154. And so this is just what we're looking at. We can see that it's just consistent growth. I had a little pullback in this area, and then it's just, starting to take off again. And especially today, I would expect though here within the next week that we see a big jump in growth, considering that the elections are over and we're headed into the end of the year. And so the market should pick up, and we will exploit that opportunity to make some good returns. So with that said, I will do another video tonight. Still in the process of trying to grow this channel, and anyone that tunes in and watches is I tell you, I don't expect for you to, some of these videos can be pretty long, and I don't expect that you'll sit and watch them all the way through or whatever. A lot of times the stuff that I watch, other traders and stuff, will be while I'm at work, and sometimes I'll just be listening. I won't even get a chance to actually look at the video, but it just gives me an idea of the type of trading they're doing, what they're looking at, what they're looking for, because really what it comes down to is I want to see what everyone else is looking at, like as far as the areas that traders are looking to buy in, and where they're looking to sell, and then trying to be the first one there before they get there. So with that said, we you can see it's been consistent growth, and that's all we can hope for, is that we keep our losses small, and don't get too greedy on our gains. Once we see they've hit probably their max potential, before there's going to be either a pullback or a sell-off, that we go ahead and take profit, and then we wait, and we can always get back in, but we can't always take profit. Once the profit's gone, it's gone. You go ahead and take profit, and then wait for the pullback, and then we can get back in and make some more money off the trade. And so with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I hope everyone has a good day trading, and thank you for all who support this channel as it continues to grow. This is all new to me, creating these videos, and it's a lot different, like being on camera and trying to really do something different. Sometimes it's kind of uncomfortable being on camera and talking to a camera. I feel like sometimes I should just put like a little doll or something, so it feels like I'm like talking to something or somebody. I probably shouldn't have just said that. That's kind of fucking weird. Anyhow, this is weird, just talking to a little lens. But anyhow, hope everyone has a good day trading. This MU, it's even shown profit. I think my average is like $40.11. Yeah, and I'm only up, $2.50, 2% on the trade. It's making up about 7% of my portfolio. But I'll go ahead and pull this one up too real quick. And here we are. MU. So we see, like, it's had this major sell off, and it's been pretty, once it hit this top, it's basically tried to come back and make a new high, and just has not been able to come close, and it's sold off and bounced back up, and now we're all the way down here. I think when the crypto became real popular earlier in the year is what helped MU. Also, I think AMD a whole lot, and then there was just this major sell-off. And so I believe it's way undervalued, and so that's why I bought in. I wish I could have caught this trade sooner and bought in around the $37, $38 area versus the $40.11. But we see it's coming up to hit the 180-day EMA, and I'm waiting to see it test it. Once it tests it, it might break a little above it, then we'll see a pullback, and then it's gonna hit this pullback, and it looks like right now it's been following real close to the 9 EMA. As we can see, this red line, it keeps, it goes up, it pulls back, hits it, comes back up, opens up the next day, comes back down, hits it, comes back up, they pull down here, hit the 20-day, but then it's come back up and just been kind of sticking to this 9 and riding it up. And so this is going to be a key price point that people are watching. It'll be like this 41. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I'm watching this $41 area at an early morning. And so people are watching it to see if it's going to break it. And then if it does, then you'll see people looking at buying in, because the probability is that this trend will continue on. And so I'm holding for the longer term trade on this. I only have 3 shares? Yeah, 3 shares, so it's not a lot, but it's not so much that if it goes against me that I'm gonna panic and hurry up and hop out. And even with 3 shares, I turn around and sell it for $6. It's what, 18 bucks. So it's not bad. So tired. Anyhow, this is where we're at. And it beats being down on a trade and being in the red on the overall account, Yeah, the strategy's boring and it's slow, but overall the small account is growing fast and consistent, And if you just keep watching the videos, and you watch the previous ones, we can see how quick that it's jumped up, and now it looks like there is a possibility that I'll hit my goal of being at 2,000 by Friday or on Friday. And keep in mind that's going to be me adding anywhere from $100 to $200, just depending on what bills and how much I want to put back in savings. And then once I take care of everything, whatever extra money I have left over, play money, then I'll invest in this to make it into more. And so once you get the hang of trading and everything, that's a great opportunity to, any little extra money that you would use to spend on some crap that you don't need, that you can temporarily put into the market and grow it, and so that you have more money to buy crap that you don't need. So anyhow, with that said, I hope everyone has a good day. Happy trading. I'll do a video later on tonight when I get off work showing where I ended on the market. Talk to y'all later.